Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Chilling, chilling. How you feeling?
I'm feeling like a villain.
I like that. I like your smile. What's your name?
My name is Danny.
Danny. Where you from? What was life like growing up?
Okay, I'm from West Africa, Liberia. What is life growing up in a fifth world country? It wasn't easy. It's always survival mode. So I just lived right there when I moved to Baltimore. Uh, we always had to boil our hot water, and even living in Baltimore, still gotta do it because the power of the BGE is there are assholes, but I just refuse to succumb to just the malice of others and society. The lack of effort from our lawmakers and our politicians, whatever the case may be. So I just take the effort, a little bit of effort into my life. I do what I can to survive and feel good. It's none about survival to me. To me, it's about making myself feel good. I'm not gonna sit there and wash up cold water when I got a lighter and I got wood and I got a pot and I'm gonna pour them motherfucker. And I'm gonna feel good taking a bath. You know what I mean? If you can read the message, you know what I'm saying.
How long have you been in America from Africa?
Since 2002, so I'll say I'm 31 now, so I would say about 23 years. Yeah, 20.
Have you been back to Africa since coming to America?
No, but I like to go. I like to go back because things have definitely taken I guess you could say a step forward into the now. It's a lot of brand new things I like to try. I like, it's a lot of roads I like to ride. Growing up, I never really had the privilege of a playground and stuff like that. But when I came to America, I was just like, wow, I was so grateful, for the little things that we take for granted.
Definitely. So when you guys moved to America, you moved straight here to Baltimore?
Yeah, because Baltimore just had my name all over. It was like I was stripped from Baltimore and kidnapped from Baltimore and then placed in Africa, and then Baltimore came and said, no, give her, oh shit. Okay, that's my personality. Listen, I kid you not, that's my personality. I definitely like to give a vivid picture of what I'm explaining, because I don't feel like some people understand, but it just feels like Baltimore is where my heart is.
So what was growing up in Baltimore like?
Amazing. I did everything a child could possibly do. And I just love being a child growing up in Baltimore. I loved it. I love, dropping my book bag down, going straight in the kitchen, grabbing a cup of OJ, drowning it, or wiring fruit punch and drowning it, and running straight outside when I hear the knock on the door with my friends. So, yo, come outside. And we go in the backyard and go to the school playground, and enjoy it kids. And I loved it.
What has adulthood been like for you?
A nightmare. Because, wow, all these things we gotta do, if you sign up to vote, you gotta do jury duty. And if you don't do jury duty, I think they're gonna issue a warrant for your arrest. That shit is crazy. Excuse my language.
Do you work?
I had a career. Right now I'm staying with my boyfriend because he's taking really good care of me, so I plan on working soon. But I'm a certified nursing assistant. I've been in good standing with the Maryland Board of Nursing since 2012. Because when I finished high school, I just went straight to trade school to get my nursing, my nurse assistant license. because I just felt like I saved over $100,000 from college. Because that's still a career field, you know what I mean? But hey,
When's the last time you actually had a job?
I would say a long time. The economy is messed up, man. A long time. Can't remember the last time I had a job. And it's crazy because it should be like this. It should not be like this. Jobs should come easy. Work should come easy. You shouldn't have to figure out how to survive. We should figure out how to live, you know?
Here in Baltimore, what is a bigger problem, homelessness or substance abuse?
Substance abuse. Substance abuse is an extremely big problem. And I have succumbed to substance abuse. I have developed a habit. In Allen County.
When did you first start using?
I would say since I was about 20. 25. I'm 31 now. And, you know, and I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited and I fought it and I fought it and I fought it since age 25. I fought it all and I fought it and to the point where I could not fight it anymore. And I made that decision to try. Can't blame nobody but myself. I'm in charge of my own actions. But when I lost that battle, that day was the day I became an addict.
So the very first day you tried, you became an addict?
Yeah. Because here I am still using.
So in these past 6 years, how long is the longest time you've been clean?
When I moved to New York City, I decided, like I want to pursue my art career. And when I went there for a year, it was so distracting that I didn't think about using. But when I came to Baltimore, the only thing around me was substance abuse. Substance, the only thing to do was get high.
What drugs are you actually using?
I would say scramble, and cocaine. Scramble and cocaine.
How do you take these drugs?
I snort it, and sometimes I smoke it.
Is it expensive?
Yeah, it's not. People don't think that these little trinkets of $3 here and $5 here and $2. Oh, that's up. Because your mind is like, damn, this stuff is so good. I got another one. And then starts adding up, and then next thing you know, you're broke.
How much do you think you spend daily?
If I had $50 in my hand right now every day, I would probably try to find a way to double that. That's how I'll see. If I double that, that'll be 100. So I'll say about $100 a day.
How do you make money?
I get it from my boyfriend. I ask around, I borrow. And I just try to maintain good relationships. Because people like that. And just with the fact that, just the person that, they help me. And people, they help me. Because it feels as though, maintaining that relationship is worth more value than anything else.
Have you ever had to use sex to support your drug addiction?
I was thinking about it, but when I do, me and that person always wind up in a relationship. So it really hasn't gotten to that point yet, and I don't want it to.
Since you started using up until now, would you say this is the lowest point that you've been?
No, it hasn't been at my low.
What did you being at your low look like?
Like that. I'm just joking. But it was just like I was like,
Let me ask you this. Since you've been using, what's the worst experience you've experienced?
getting locked up. I don't like getting locked up. I don't like being incarcerated. I don't like it. I don't like going to jail. I don't freaking like it. I don't like it. I keep saying I don't like it.
Where do you see yourself in 2 years from now?
That's a good question. Hopefully, away from here. Away from Baltimore. So I can save my life.
Do you see yourself being totally drug free? What do you think it'll take?
Time.
Going back to your 25-year-old self, because nobody knows Danny like Danny knows Danny. What could you or someone have told you to make you never use a drug a day in your life?
It's a setup. It's a setup. I'm setting you up.
If you could inspire somebody to be the best them they could be, what would you tell them?
Love yourself. Love.
Totally feel that. If you could leave from this environment right now, Danny, would you?
Yeah. Because I no longer want to be a product of the environment. Because here I am standing as a product of my own environment. If I leave this environment, I will be another product of another environment. So I want to be the next environment I want to be in. I want to be in an environment of my goal. Whatever environment will make me the outcome of my goal, I want to be the product of that environment. That way I don't have to do nothing but live. And here I am, the outcome of my goal in that environment. Rather than being the product of this environment.
If somebody wanted to reach out to you and offer you some type of help, how could they find you?
I'll be here, I'll be around. They can call you. You know where I'm at. And you'll find me. You can leave a message.
That's what's up. Danny, with that being said, we want to thank you for your time. We want to thank you for your honesty. And most importantly, we want to thank you for your story.
Thank you.
Thank you again. We're praying for you, Danny. Thank you.